Kryptonian saying here, I'm bringing you a review for One Piece Chapter 11, Flight. Now this chapter picks up where the last one left off. We see Zoro and he's saying, man, that was disappointing, what happened. And the interesting thing is something's getting ready to happen because all of Buggy's crewmates or crew, they're laughing. And even Nami notices, she's like, man, I knew pirates were ruthless, but I didn't think that they were this ruthless. They're laughing because their commander got chopped up. And that's when we find out that Buggy is not dead, and this is just the power that he got from eating the devil fruit. Now his particular power, he calls himself the Chop Chop Man. He says, you can slice and dice me as much as you want, I'll just put myself back together. And Luffy provides a little bit of comedy to it. He says, Chop Chop Man, and this guy's a freak. And in the dialogue box, there's a note, and the note says, Gum Gum Man, and it's pointing towards Luffy. And I thought that was pretty funny, a little fourth wall breaking. So I thought that was pretty cool, great way to get, us readers, kind of involved in it, But, man, Buggy delivers a pretty nasty blow to Zoro. It's a cut through his back, and basically the sword hits him in the kidneys. And he tells him, like, hey, I avoided a fatal blow, but you're not going anywhere anytime soon. And that's when Nami is starting to freak out because she's like, this is it, we're going to die. And then Luffy says, you know what, you guys just run. Zoro, get out of here. And Nami's like, we're trying to rescue you, we're not going to run. And that's when Zoro is looking, and him and Luffy have already gained some type of chemistry and a sense of teamwork because he automatically catches what Luffy wants him to do. He's like, okay, you got it. And he takes off running, and that's when Buggy and all of his crewmates are basically laughing because they think that they got the notorious Zoro the pirate hunter running for his life. And basically Buggy's like, I'm not going to let you get away. Not the case. Basically Zoro runs and he flips the cannon over, and it takes incredible strength just to lift the cannon, but given the fact that he's injured, that's even more impressive that he's able to have that much control over his mind to block out the pain in his body. And he points it at Buggy and his crew, and they're starting to freak out. And that's when Zolo's like, look, Nami, you light the fuse. And she says, okay, on it. And they fire the cannonball, which is pretty damn smart. That was pretty clever. I love that whole sense of turning the tables. And that's when Zolo's like, I can't get you out of here without a key. So because he doesn't have a key, Zolo picks up the cage on his own. He's got massive injuries from being cut from Buggy's previous attack. And Luffy even tells him, like, look, you can't do this because your guts are squirted out. And then Zolo's like, you know what, if my guts squirt out, I just push them back in. I don't care, I'm getting you out of here. And Nami is very impressed by this because she says no pirate will sacrifice himself for a friend. And I thought that was pretty cool because what we understand is this, like, Luffy's set of pirates, or when he gets his set, like, Luffy is slowly changing how people see pirates. We saw it with Zoro, and now we see it with Nami. And I hate to keep using these Naruto comparisons, but it's just like with Naruto, where Naruto slowly changes the idea of what it takes to be a ninja, and in Bleach, where Ichigo changes the perception of what it means to be a Shinigami. And he's changing the culture, and I think that's where Luffy is going. I love this particular pattern that I am seeing. I really just love Luffy because he speaks his mind. Like, the one thing he's not supposed to say, like in Dragon Ball Z, Vegeta's got the Goku button, and with Buggy the Clown, it's making fun of his appearance, and Luffy's like, you big-nosed freak, and everybody's like, that's the wrong thing to say, but Luffy doesn't care. And the chapter ends off with Zoro, and he's got Luffy, and him and Nami are getting ready to get him out of the cage, and Zoro is getting ready to pass out. But that's it for this chapter, though, man. My chapter question for you is, what do you think about Zolo being able to put his life on the line for a friend, and how much that do you think is going to change Nami's perception of pirates, because she rightfully so hates pirates because pirates killed somebody very close to her. But that's it for this chapter. If you liked anything I had to say, make sure you comment, rate, and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. But that's it. Thanks for watching. Kryptonian saying, have an awesome day.